Hey guys, thanks for clicking on this video. I'm going to be focusing on concealers today. I wanted to take a stab at these before I left for my trip. This particular section of my declutter I think is going to be the most decluttery, I hope. I have a nice little collection. So this is where I usually keep my concealers. They're all very small. So I'm just going to go through them and let's see what I end up with. So the first set of concealers are my LA Girl Pro Conceal. I have the color Toast, Creamy Beige, and Pure Beige. I like the consistency of these. They're very full coverage, but they don't feel super heavy underneath the eye. I know a lot of people compare them to the MAC Pro Longwear foundation or concealer. I don't think they're not the same. I think that Pure Beige is my favorite color. I already went through an entire tube of these. So and then this one I just haven't used. I was gonna try to use this underneath my brow bone, but I haven't, and I've had this for almost a year now. And then this one I was going to use to bronze or cream contour, but I honestly don't cream contour. So I'm going to probably get rid of these two. Oh, that feels already so good. Alright, the next concealers that I've had in my collection for a while now are these two. These are the Maybelline Fit Me concealers. And the colors I have are in 20 Sand Sable and 25 Medium. I don't remember the last time I even touched these. I remember them being in nice coverage, but I don't see myself ever using these, and I don't think I'm going to start all of a sudden. So these two are going away. I just know that they were very, very light underneath my eyes, and I didn't like the way they looked. They don't have a big color range either, so I'm not gonna, go out and try to find one that works for me. I just don't really want to do that. So these are going away. Bye bye forever. The next one is a Corrector. This was from Motives. This is their Peach Concealer. I've had this for a little while, but honestly I don't see myself picking this up really ever. I dipped in it a few times and I tried to use it in a video or two, and I just didn't like the way it was. My under eye circles aren't that dark where they need a corrector like this, but on top of that, this consistency was just a little bit too creamy, and it didn't really settle really well or mix or play well with other concealers, so I'm not going to be using this. This is going to go too. The next concealer is this MAC Pro Longwear. This is my favorite concealer. I think that I can go a shade darker for under my eyes, but right now I'm using NC35. I think there's an NC40. I'm pretty sure. So I think I want to buy one of those just in case. This is a really great concealer for underneath the eyes. It totally covers everything underneath the eyes, but it also is a really good concealer to use as a foundation. I used to use this in my kit a long time ago for mixing with foundations, and it worked really, really well. So I think I might go a shade darker, but so far I love this, and I've honestly have never really strayed from this concealer, and I don't think I ever will. This is going to stay in my collection. The next one in my collection is the True Match L'Oreal concealer. This is probably my fourth tube. I had this actually in my backup, and then I went in my backup and I saw this and I was like, oh my god, why have I not used this in such a long time? I really, really like this formula. The color I use is Flip W4-5. It's a little light. It's the light/medium, but I like the way this looks. Really, it's a very good everyday concealer. It doesn't necessarily gather underneath my eyes. It's light, feels light, but it's a nice medium coverage. I'm gonna keep this in my collection because I really do love it. The next one is the MAC Prep and Prime. Granted, this is more of a highlighting pen than a concealer, but the color that I use is in Bright Forecast. I've had this for a long, long time. I plan on getting rid of it right this second. I want to use it up, but ultimately though, I'm not going to buy another one. I like the way this brightens, but I found something that's very similar to this that I would rather purchase. For me, this doesn't really do much for me. I'm just going to use it up and then I'm going to get rid of it. The next concealers are the Studio Finish concealers. I have the color NC35 and NC42 because it jumps. It doesn't go straight to NC40. I really loved these for concealing blemishes. Whenever I had pimples, I would always put this on and it would not budge. And it's kind of annoying, but to be honest, I just haven't had pimples the way I used to, and haven't had a need to use these that much. Honestly, these were tucked away in another section of my concealers, and I forgot about them because I didn't see them. So I think I'm going to be using these more often for my brows and stuff like that, but it's kind of cool that I don't need them that much. I haven't played with these underneath my eyes. These are really good for, yeah, again, on the face and on the skin on top of foundation or underneath foundation. So, but I haven't really played with these underneath the eyes. I know that like back in the day, people were like, don't put these under the eye, they're too creamy, they're too thick. But I'm going to try to play with these and see if they will work. The next concealer is the Master Conceal by Maybelline. This is a newer one to me, and honestly, it's been such a nice little treat. I really like it. I think it does a really good job of concealing underneath the eye and brightening it up. I think the color is a little more neutral. It's not so yellow, which I'm okay with, and it actually works out pretty well with other setting powders that I put over on top. I like the fact that you can squeeze it out of a tube and really control how much you use. But I've been using this pretty consistently, like on a daily basis, like often. So I'm going to keep this in my collection because it's a really, really good one. I like this one a lot. And the last concealer that I have is the Wet n Wild Illumi highlighting pen. This is like a really nice equivalent to the MAC one. I have an entire video dedicated to that comparison, but it's kind of scary. And the reason I love that video so much is because it was a very clear winner. This was the winner. But if you guys want to see it more in person, if you want to see exactly how they actually look against each other, I would check it out so you can really, really know for sure. The color that I have is a heavy medium, and these are like, I think it was like $4. It could be less than that. But I like this one a lot. I actually like this one a lot when I'm create a really sharp line underneath my brow bone. So I'm going to keep this one too. This is so cheap too, and it's so accessible. It's at the drugstore. It's super cheap. Oh my gosh, it's not even funny. Alright, so this is what I end up with. I think that's a pretty good one. I got rid of 1, 2, 3, 4. I got rid of 4 of them, and I'm going to be getting rid of this one soon as it's done. Maybe I'll take it with me to try to use up. But that's not bad. I'm liking this declutter series. Thank you guys already so much for requesting more. I'm excited to keep posting them. I think I might do eyeliners soon. That may be in Miami. So if there's a different change of pace, different camera, then you'll know that I'm in Miami filming it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to try to do my best on creating a nice playlist for you guys for this declutter series because there's going to be a ton, and I'm going to really, really try to get through all of my stuff because I want it just to be nice and simple and clean and easy. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!